Thanks for joining us on Aso Briefing. Our top stories. Police to arraign alleged head of fake presidential agency over forgery and impersonation. Abaji chairman commences evacuation of refuse across council metropolitan area. And federal government suspends proposed review of WAEC-NECO examination registration fees for stakeholders consultation. Of course, of business, federal government declares no hiding place for illegal miners, arrest suspects. You're watching Aso Briefing. We are live on DFTV channel 392, also on Star Times TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We are also on the UHF band on channel 38. Now let's take you through our stories. The chairman of Abaji area Council, Alhaji Abubakar Umar Abdullahi, has commenced evacuation of accumulated refuse across the metropolitan areas of the council as part of his administration commitment to promoting a cleaner, healthier and more sustainable environment. The sanitation exercise is aimed at clearing heaps of refuse from major streets, markets and road corridors and other public places to improve environmental hygiene and safeguard public health. Now the chairman urged community leaders, market association, youth groups and other stakeholders to support the council effort in maintaining a clean environment and stressing that collective action is essential to building a healthier and more beautiful Abaji. Now he also called on residents, traders, transport union and other stakeholders to complement the council's effort by embracing proper waste disposal practices and protecting public facilities. The chairman emphasized environmental sanitation is collective responsibility and urged residents to refrain from the indiscriminate dumping of refuse in order to sustain a clean and healthy environment across the area council. Now, the Nigerian police will on Tuesday arraign Adeniyi Adeyemi, who claims to be the Director General of the controversial Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council, before the Federal High Court in Abuja. Adeyemi and two others are facing an 8-count charge bordering on forgery, impersonation and related offences. Court records show the suspects were unable to take their plea during the last hearing after Adeyemi was reported to be ill, prompting the court to adjourn the case. The prosecution has lined up several high-profile witnesses, including the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, civil servants from the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, police officers, and other individuals allegedly linked to the activities of the non-existent agency. The police say they will tender documentary evidence, including the investigation report, an alleged fake presidential appointment letter, correspondence with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, approval for opening central bank accounts, and documents relating to the purported establishment and operation of the agencies. Now, investigators allege that Adeyemi operated the fictitious agency from the Federal Secretariat complex in Abuja before his arrest. President Bola Tinubu has directed the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission to conduct a comprehensive investigation into the activities of the agency and submit its report within 30 days. And now the federal government has suspended the proposed review of registration fees from the 2027 West Africa Senior School Certificate Examination, WAEC, and the National Examination Council, NECO, Senior School Certificate Examination, SSCE. In a statement by the Director of Press and Public Relations, Mrs. Folashade Boriowo, states that the letter conveying the proposed fee adjustment, dated 18th June 2026, has been withdrawn to allow for broader consultations before a final decision is taken. The ministry said The ministry said the proposed fee review was necessitated by rising operational costs associated with conducting credible national examinations, including logistics, security, printing of examination materials, technology deployment, and quality assurance. The statement also alleged and acknowledged the concerns and constructive feedback received from Nigerians on the proposal. The Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Tunja directed that the proposal be placed on hold in line with the federal government's commitment to inclusive, transparent, and evidence-based policy making. A part of the review, the ministry will engage examination bodies, state ministries of education, school proprietors, parents association, organized labor, and other critical stakeholders to ensure any future decision is fair, sustainable, and safeguard access to quality education. The ministry reaffirms its commitment to prioritizing the welfare of students and equitable access to education in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It also assured Nigerians that the public will be kept informed throughout the consultation process. And I'm still on the Governing Council of Yakub Gowon University, Abuja, has approved the promotion of 34 academic staff of professional ranks under the leadership of its chairman, Dr. Lanrewaju Tedrosho. 17 senior academics were elevated to the rank of professor, while 17 others were promoted to the rank of associate professors across a wide range of disciplines and areas of specialization. The promotions were ratified at the 101st regular meeting of the Governing Council following the consideration of favorable external assessment reports on the candidate's scholarly publication. And now the promoted academics cut across several fields, including community medicine, veterinary medicine, engineering, religious studies, guidance and counseling, accounting, library and information science, business administration and physics. The promotion, according to a press statement by Dr. Habib Yakub, Acting Director, Information and University Relations, take effect from October 2025. Now, congratulating the newly promoted academics, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Hakeem Babatunde Fahimwemi, said the promotions reflected the staff's dedication to scholarship and academic excellence. He said the university would continue to strengthen its internal processes to ensure the timely consideration of external assessment report and the promotion of deserving academics in line with establishment guidelines. Now, stakeholders have called for sustained investment in teacher training and accessible learning resources to improve mathematics education for learners with visual impairment across the country. This is contained in a statement issued by the Executive Director of the Resource Center for the Blind, Mrs. Temitayo Ayenla, Monday in Lagos. Ayenla said well-trained teachers remained central to achieving equitable and inclusive education, urging government and development partners, urging them to strengthen support for specialized mathematical and mathematics instructions. She said a 3-day Train the Trainers workshop on inclusive mathematics education was recently held in Lagos to train resource teachers on accessible mathematics instructions. She said that the training also covered specialized training methods and the use of accessive and assertive instructional devices for learners with visual impairment. Ayala said many visually impaired learners continue to face barriers to effective mathematics education because of inadequate specialized teaching materials, limited accessible devices, and insufficient teacher preparation. She also said that these challenges negatively affect learners' academic performance and limited opportunities in science, technology, and other mathematics-related fields. And now the African Forum for Innovative Teachers, AFIT, has held the grand finale of its 2026 National Women in Education Award to honor outstanding women researchers and education leaders across Nigeria. This event, held at the Muhammad Gambo Hamza Hall of the FCT College of Education, Zuba, brought together women in academia, the paramilitary and other professional bodies to celebrate excellence in education. Daniel Obi has that report. I'll bring that to you in a subsequent bulletin. We'll take a pause now. When Aso Briefing returns, more stories to stay with us.
From June 11th till July 19th, everything fit wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026 go happen. Touchlight all 104 matches on top 4 correct channels. Sharply grab your GoTV decoder, Go Tenor plus 1 month jolly for only 15,000 naira. Live on Super Sport, only on GoTV. From June 11th till July 19th, everything fit wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026 go happen. Touchlight all 104 matches on top 4 correct channels. Sharply grab your GoTV decoder, Go Tenor plus 1 month jolly for only 15,000 naira. Live on Super Sport, only on GoTV.
Many thanks for staying there. You're watching Aso Briefing. We are live on DSTV channel 392, also on StarTimes TV channel 127 and Free TV channel 507. We are also on the UHF band on channel 38. Now let's take you to other stories. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency (NIMET) has forecast thunderstorms and moderate rainfalls across many parts of the country on Monday, July 13, 2026. According to the weather outlook in the north-central region, cloudy skies are expected in the morning with chances of thunderstorm and rain over parts of Niger, Kwara, Kogi and the Federal Capital Territory, as moderate rainfall and thunderstorms are also expected across Benue, Plateau, Nasarawa and other parts of the region in afternoon and evening. In northern states, including Taraba, Adamawa, Sokoto, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina and Zamfara are expected to experience morning thunderstorms with moderate rainfall, while more widespread thunderstorms are forecast later in the day. For the southern states, NIMET predicts cloudy conditions with intermittent morning rainfall over parts of Lagos, Ondo, Bayelsa, Rivers, Cross River and Akwa Ibom, while thunderstorms and moderate rainfall are expected to become more widespread across the region later in the day. The agency has advised residents to take precautions, warning that strong winds may precede thunderstorms, as motorists are also urged to drive carefully due to slippery roads and reduced visibility, while the public is advised to avoid flooding areas, drainage channels, trees and power lines during storm. NIMET also urged airline operators to obtain airport-specific weather briefings to ensure safe and efficient flight operations. And now the newly installed District Governor, Rotary International 9127, Rotarian Sikiru Owonikoko, said he would use his tenure to increase membership drive. Rotarian Owonikoko made this during the official installation as District Governor 9127 in Abuja. Topsy Gimba has the details. We'll bring you that in a subsequent bulletin. Let's move on to business now. The micro, small and medium enterprise MSMEs are referred as the engine room of many economies, and the need to create a conducive environment to strengthening production has become a priority of most government. Now in Nigeria, the government has rolled out various policies and initiatives to, among others, boosting the growth of the economy through small businesses. In this special report, business correspondent Ile Emeje takes a look at resultant impact of infrastructural development on small business across the Federal Capital Territory. Her report. Well, that will come in a subsequent bulletin. We apologize for that. Now, still on business, Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Dele Alake, has reiterated federal government's unwavering commitment to sustaining the extractive sector, says no hiding place for illegal miners and their wealthy backers anywhere in Nigeria. A statement signed by the Special Assistant on Media to the Minister, Lara Owoye Wise, indicates that the Minister's warning followed a coordinated enforcement operation by a joint task force that successfully dismantled an illegal artisanal mining camp at Ileki Ijesha along the busy Ile-Ife-Ilesha road in Osun State, which led to the arrest of 2 suspects, while stressing that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration has made cleaning up the mining ecosystem as absolute national priority. Dr. Alake acknowledged that establishment of the mining marshal has significantly strengthened the government's enforcement capacity, leading to the arrest of more than 300 illegal miners and the prosecution of over 150 suspects, including foreign nationals, while several illegal mining sites have been shut down across the country. While appealing for support of grassroots community leadership to protect their demands and domains, he warned that illegal miners destroy the environment, fuels insecurity, deprives the nation of legitimate revenue, and undermines the livelihood of law-abiding miners. According to him, the sweeping enforcement across the country's mineral corridor remains entirely irreversible as the federal government prepares to reposition the mining sector into a central pillar for national economic growth. Away now, the British government has announced a security package worth more than £250 million to strengthen police protection for Jewish communities following a rise in anti-Semitic attacks across the country. The three-year package will fund the deployment of more than 500 police officers in the area, with a large Jewish population, including 300 officers in London. It will also provide increased patrols around synagogues and Jewish schools, as well as more plain-clothed security personnel. Prime Minister Keir Starmer said the rise in anti-Semitism is a challenge to Britain's values, stressing that tackling hate crime has remained a key priority of his administration. Part of the funding will also support educational programs aimed at combating anti-Semitism. The announcement comes after a series of attacks targeting Jewish communities, including the stabbing of 2 Jewish men in London, Golders Green district in April, as well as arson attack on synagogues. An attack on synagogue in Manchester in October last year also claimed 2 lives. The government says £59 million of the package will be allocated to Britain's counter-terrorism police to strengthen national security and improve responses to threats from hostile states. Authority says the enhanced measures are aimed at protecting Jewish communities and preventing further attacks. Well, just before we go, we told you that the African Forum for Initiative Teachers, AFID, has held the grand finale of its 2026 National Women in Education Award to honor outstanding women researchers and education leaders across Nigeria. The event, held at the Muhammad Gambo Hamza Hall of the FCT College of Education, Zuba, brought together women in academia, the paramilitary and other professional bodies to celebrate excellence in education. Let's hear that report from Daniel Obi.
Do solemnly pledge to uphold the highest standards of integrity.
Director General of AFIT, Dr. Emmanuel Oga, praised the contributions of women to educational research and announced plans to establish a 10 billion naira endowment fund over the next decade to support women and girl child education across Africa. He also urged women to take on greater leadership roles.
We don't need to consult the herbalists to know that in this part of the world women are relegated, and of course we have grown up with that the woman should play the key role at home and all of that. But of course recent development is telling at us that if you empower the woman, the economy will become better, leadership will become better, even the family front will do better. So of course the onus is on us to spotlight the woman and the female folks to see how far we can do.
Some of the newly inducted fellows described the recognition as a motivation to contribute more to education and society. They, however, called for improved research funding and greater support for women balancing academic and family responsibilities.
I must say that I'm privileged to be here because the criteria for selecting 5 women from a college of education that has women of excellence must have been a hard one. So for me to be here today, I count it all joy because it shows that my work over the years has spoken for itself. And in that light, I intend that after this, I'm going to do more work because the reward for hard work has always been more work.
So research funding has been a major barrier amongst academicians in the whole Nigeria, even in some other African countries. And this barrier has been due to the disbursement sector, how the funding is being disbursed. When policies are raised concerning education, there is a low percentage given to education. And as such, to get into other areas, apart from the normal instructional setting, people look at it as a waste of time.
The National Women in Education Award is AFIT's flagship initiative to recognize excellence, promote mentorship, and strengthen the role of women in advancing education across Africa. Daniel Obi, Aso Television News.
Well, that's much we can take on Aso Briefing. Thank you for your time and your patience. I am Joy Annie. Have a good afternoon.